What's up? Big Herc 916. Positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know, we do it over here. Go to bigherc916.com, pick you up some merch, hat, hoodie, my autobiography, Against All Odds, 4 years in the making, finally dropped. Represent, grab a bar of soap, wash your ass. Yeah, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's blow this thing up. And man, Larry Elder, shout out to the brother, man. I don't care what side of the line you're on, Democrat, Republican, this man is sharp and brings a world of knowledge wherever he goes. And he just did an interview with the Breakfast Club with them clowns over there, Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy, and some female, I can't remember her name, straight truck. But the way they conducted the interview was just, man, so disrespectful. I mean, they talk about they're independent, but the line they push is clearly a blue line, and they get people on there from the opposite party hoping to embarrass him with questioning. Just like how they did Vivek Ramaswamy, they brought Larry Elder, but Larry Elder, man, he wasn't going for it. You know, Charlemagne kept talking about, systemic racism, you know, the white man. Now, Charlemagne is a multimillionaire, DJ Envy multimillionaire by the white man, who allows him to spread that shitty narrative. And yet he sits around and talks about systematic racism. But the heart of the problem in the black community, plain and simple, is lack of father figures in the house, which impacts young men across the line. Even in white households, you ain't got a father, you're more liable to commit crimes or do dumb shit. Plain and simple. Mom could do so much, but you got to get back to the patriarch. Plain and simple. Now, to keep saying the white man, the white man, the white man, look, when it's time to do your homework, when it's time for you to fill out a job application, when it's time for you to get your ass up to go to work, it's not the white man keeping you at the house, keeping you from looking at a book, keeping you from studying. It's your black ass. And you can't blame the white man for everything, man. Charlemagne, you bossed up. Is a white man writing your check? You know, you kept turning that around, and you want to point the finger. You want to say that somebody white is the reason why you can't accomplish something. Who white has held you back? Who white has kept you from accomplishing your goals? I ain't never had anybody white stop me from doing shit. Plain and simple, bro. Put me on the show. Let's holler. I ain't never had a white person tell me that I couldn't do anything, and it actually worked. So that bullshit and how you disrespected Larry Elder, man, bro, that's the most unprofessional shit I've ever seen. You and DJ Envy, you guys sit up there, you crouch down in your chair. You're not even properly addressing the man. You don't answer the questions, but you ask questions that are hoping to try to trip them up. But you can't trip up somebody like Larry Elder, who's a G for one, who has a world of knowledge, is very studious, is a fan of Thomas Sowell, which you guys probably don't even know what's happening with Thomas Sowell, but he's an individual who's well accomplished, who's not an idiot. See, you like to get people on there who's high, maybe they under the influence of alcohol, talking bullshit. You say some bullshit, they say some bullshit. Man, look, that should only fly with somebody of a lower intelligence level. It ain't gonna fly with an intellectual. And I tell you another thing, I ain't never had a problem with anybody who was talking about they were a Trump supporter. I ain't never had a problem with anybody who said they were MAGA.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
What, you want to make America shitty again? Or you want to make it great again? Because right now, it's shitty as shit. You can't tell me that you're living in a utopia right now with the way shit is. Well, maybe you are because you bossed up, because you pushing a narrative. You're hoping black folks are still stupid enough to keep supporting the pacifier, which that's what's going to happen now. The pacifier, that whatever they're going to spin out to get black people to try to get some more votes. And then that female, I mean, her whole thing was, who's running the system? Who's running the system? Come on, man. You telling me white people ran every system so they keep you from getting what you need to get? Get the hell out of here. You are so bitter and miserable because you're a single black woman who's most likely going to be single for the rest of your life. Maybe you do have a man, but whoever it is, I know he's getting headaches every night. But you are the most disrespectful black woman I have ever seen in any interview. After watching 2 interviews with you, you are an embarrassment. And DJ Envy, you sitting back there, answer the question. What about the white people? What about the white people? Man, shut your mouth, man. You guys, man, wow. I wish you would have somebody like Judge Joe Brown on there so he could shut your ass down. Have somebody who's going to challenge the bullshit you come with, because it's straight bullshit. I'm an independent, but what about all the white people who are trying to take over the country? And white people, I don't see no white people. I see black people doing what black people do, white people doing what white people do. Black people committing crimes, white people committing crimes. Now, when you talk about black people, you seem to not acknowledge anybody black doing anything wrong. So, are you going to blame the black people's actions by the white people for making them do those things? Or are you going to allow black people to accept responsibility for their actions so that they can be held accountable, just like white people are being held accountable? You said, well, white people, well, the mass shootings, what is considered a mass shooting? Is those gang shootings, when they shoot 8 people, 5 people get hit, is that considered a mass shooting? But it's not, because it's a gang shooting. It doesn't, quote, qualify for a mass shooting because it wasn't at a school, but it was in a neighborhood or playground or gas station. Man, look, bro, it's idiotic conversations. At the end of the day, everybody needs to be able to do something better in their community. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, and you want the person who's gonna do the best job. And right now, we got a shitty ass job, and we got a cold criminal enterprise going on. But you don't talk about that. You say you're independent. Who are you independent for? You disrespected Larry Elder, a man who has done 2 lifetimes, and you sit there and act like you're an intellectual, bro. You man, I mean, out of all the people, man, and you call yourself Charlemagne the God. And then you ask them, what's your I'm a nigger moment? What kind of question is that? You had your I'm a nigger moment when Biden told you you're not black if you don't vote for me. And you sat there, I'm black, but you know. Come on, bro. Biden checked you right on your own show. And you didn't say nothing. You interview all these high-powered people, man, and you pick and choose your conversation, and then you want to jump on this man who really has something good to say. You didn't even ask him what his narrative was as far as if he was to get into office. You just wanted to stop. You just wanted to basically harass the man, berate the man, to try to embarrass him. But he's smarter than that. Larry Elder, shout out to you, man. Just because of how you carry yourself, everybody that watched should give you $1, man, because I would love to see you get on that debate stage and handle these fools, because I know you were going to bring the fire, bro. And I reached out to you on Instagram, but, you know, maybe because I get down with Fresh Out and how my background is, you didn't want to be associated with me. But nonetheless, I give you props because you clowned the Breakfast Club, you represented, and you flipped it back on his nigga moment. And he had nothing to say. And I found that very just beyond disrespectful for somebody to even say, did you ever realize you were a nigga? I realize I'm a black person every day, bro. But it don't stop me from doing shit. I get up and make it happen. Just like you. My nigga. Big Herc 916. I didn't start off as a bad kid. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds. Go to bigherc916.com and purchase you a bar of soap, one of the books I've written, a hat, a beanie, a t-shirt, tank top, or some detail spray for your car.